Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. We're here today to talk more about the SpaceX in-flight abort test, a part of NASA's Commercial Crew Program. The test is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, January 18th. Teams from NASA and SpaceX completed a launch readiness review yesterday, and to talk more about that review and the mission, I'm pleased to be joined by Program Manager of the Commercial Crew Program, Kathy Leaders, Benji Reed, Director of Crew Mission Management at SpaceX, and Mike McAleenan, Launch Weather Officer from the 45th Weather Squadron. We're going to begin today with opening questions from each of our speakers, and then we're going to turn it over to questions here from the audience. You can also ask a question using the phone bridge. Also, we have Ask NASA if you're following along on social media. And so we'll get to those questions after opening comments. And to kick us off, we'll start with Kathy.
So first of all, I really appreciate the great turnout. It's almost like launch day. But one of the first things I want to say is this isn't like launch day. What's different about it? Well, on launch day, we're really hoping for it not to be exciting. I will tell you tomorrow will be an exciting day. We are purposely failing a launch vehicle to make sure that our abort system on the spacecraft that will be flying for our crews works. And so that's a very, very different way for us to normally conduct a mission. So this is a very important test. Another thing that, unfortunately for the folks that will be standing around waiting for us to launch, it's not an instantaneous launch window. So, we'll be getting ready to do the test when it's the right time to do the test for all the logistics that needs to work to make sure that we're getting the test data, and then also to make sure we can recover the spacecraft and get the important information that's being captured on the spacecraft too. So you all may be waiting for a while we're trying to find the perfect time for us to be able to conduct this test. Third thing that's a little bit different is, our demonstration missions, and the DM1 demonstration mission was under the TCAP contract. I don't know if people realize, but this is our last open milestone under our ICAP Space Act agreement. And because of that, this is an FAA licensed test launch. And so this has been a great practice session for us. Our next mission, the crewed mission, will be another NASA launch. But following that, we'll be needing to do FAA licensed missions for our post-certification missions. And so this has been a really great learning experience for us to continue to work through all the things we need to continue to work through for our crew transportation missions coming up. Another great way we've been able to use the running up to this test is we were conducting a dry dress. Today we have been practicing how we would go and actually, with the launch vehicle on the day of a launch, a crewed launch, we'd bring our crews up and make sure the timing and everything works. And so you can see pictures from our dry dress test rehearsal today, where we had Bob and Doug, practicing what will soon be their steps that they'll be going through as they go and actually enter the Dragon spacecraft, and making sure that we are getting ready for that crewed launch. So in conclusion, this is a big test for us. This is a test of a system that's supposed to protect the crews, and we're very happy that SpaceX has taken a very challenging test platform to be able to do that. But it's a very important step in us making progress towards crewed transportation to the International Space Station. So thank you for being here.
And we'll go to Benji.